Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Matt's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shattercast.
A to B.
Shattercast Uncut? Is that you? Shattercast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered cast on
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 377. That is 377 years old, and Fanstoys just released their version of jazz. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and joining me tonight are members of the Furious Four. Up first, he's everyone's favorite Mad Professor, the one, the only, the seductive and luscious and voluptuous T2RX6, Justin.
Hello.
And coming up right behind him, rubbing his shoulders in coconut oil and whispering sweet nothings into his ear, he's everyone's favorite Facebook admin, the one, the only Mr. Greg Ford Mercy.
What's up, everybody?
This is a high energy episode.
This is running on fumes, that's for sure. And coming up last, he's everyone's favorite public defender. I'm sorry. Ambulance chaser. It's more dignified. He is the one, the only Mr. Ford Dummies himself. Hasn't been on the show for a month, but episodes of Ford Dummies keep popping up. Mr. Robert D.
I'm amped up on fucking bath salts and crystal meth! Woo!
Hey, Robert, does your job actually? You don't count as a public defender, right? Isn't that the person like given to someone who's committed murder, who cannot afford an attorney?
Has been arrested.
That's criminal. That's criminal. That's a defense attorney for criminal cases. I deal with civil cases. If you've been hurt in an accident, call me, Robert D. I'll get you a detol.
Uh-huh.
I'll get you your own fucking detol filled with gold.
Remember,
coins.
if you're going to fall into Walmart, fall in the restroom. There are no cameras in there.
If you find I can't even joke. I'm not even gonna joke. There's so many ways. Oh God, I'm like ethically precluded from telling people how to cheat. I just wish people knew what I knew.
Robert's office phone number is 1-800-FALLEN bathroom.
1-800. Lay next to that stone by the construction site and call 911.
1-800. I've mildly placed myself on the floor, and I'm gonna pretend I can't get up.
As always,
1-800. Look for a messy spill in the supermarket.
1-800 cause a messy spill in the supermarket and then slip in it and sue.
Oh, the whole dummies thing is Bobby's posting shit that we recorded like 6 months ago.
Sure.
I swear to God. Last week we were.
I'm just saying.
I recorded, and it was the first time in like 2 months.
I got a few PMs on Facebook. They're like, "Dude, he's still uploading for dummies." I'm like,
I ain't uploading.
I'm like, man, maybe he just hates us. No, like he's telling us he's not going to TFCon, but he'll be at Bobby's panel.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Justin and I walk in there.
He'll probably be wearing a skull face mask just so nobody knows.
Yeah, he'll see us and he'll just start putting his hand over his head like, "Shit, man, they fucking saw me. Shit, they know it's me."
Robert Lawyer face.
You know, we've been doing these collection critiques, and I'm like, "What? Another one? Like, I don't remember doing them. Like, that's so long ago." Oh my
Fans
God!
Like, why isn't he showing up on the show? But he's doing 4 dummies. That's fucking stupid. And I'm like, all 3 of you, calm down.
Wow, we have 3 now.
Well, if you count my nephews.
Oh, nice. That's great.
I just assumed that Bobby had you guys working on like production schedules, like you went on Knocked Out, like you're working on next season now. Well, season 1 started to air.
He'll be like, "What's your availability for August 22nd?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." You put it in the calendar, And you think, but they hound you about the schedule, and then you do it. You think, okay, I really got to get on this. You must be dying for content. And then the next one he airs is like from fucking 4 months ago, and you're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Podcast
Yes,
lies
hello,
matter.
everybody. How are you, Oscar?
I'm exhausted. And
Hi, exhausted. I'm Robert D.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get going to anybody get anything. Greg, what'd you get this week?
Oh boy. I didn't get anything.
Liar.
I got did I mention I got G Creation Fuma last episode? Okay.
Yes. Six shot.
Yeah.
Okay. I can never remember the names. So
I just got my white prime from AliExpress. Getting ready for my upgrade armor.
Mm-hmm.
So that came today. I'm messing with that right now. And
the funny thing is, you don't actually need the white prime.
Yeah, but no, it's there.
Isn't that funny? Like I realized that. I'm like, why did I care so much? I could have just thrown my old prime in that thing.
Yeah. once it gets to be scalping season, I'll triple my money if I have the actual Magnus.
Well, but you send them in Ultra Magnus mode.
You just glue the armor on.
Yeah, just white out them.
No, you send them the white prime, and then all the Ultra Magnus armor pieces, you send it in a big gallon-sized sandwich bag, Ziploc, and then you add packing peanuts in that bag.
Packing peanuts?
I think you said packing peanuts.
Oh,
I did not say packing penis.
Packing penis.
Just did not.
Are you packing penis?
No, I am. Yes.
Here.
Everyone on this podcast is. Justin has two.
Mm-hmm. Strange.
Calls them now and later.
When I was little.
Oh my, in church?
Yeah, it calls them now and later. So, yeah, you do that, and then have them film themselves trying to rifle the pieces out. Who the fuck is a goddamn boot? Stupid. Hate the cafe. I got kicked again. Anyway. All right. So what else did you get, Gregors?
Hold on, I'm having a muscle cramp. It was almost gone. That was almost perfect, and that popped back up. Hold on.
Is it your sphincter?
Yep, definitely.
Is it your... Oh,
Is it your butt cheeks?
No, it's from my diuretics. I just am dehydrated.
You're one of those?
I thought it was
one of those Tom Cruise reads?
My electrolytes. I gotta get some electrolytes in me. It's all.
Okay.
Anyway, so usually I have like new stuff laying out, but we actually kind of cleaned and I kind of reboxed a bunch of stuff. Magic Square Shock or New Age Shockwave.
Mm-hmm.
I said I got that. I already said I got that. So, yeah, I was gonna say I've gotten that since we've recorded. I had to have gotten that since. I got from Kale. He found me Homeward.
Kale?
Yeah, Kale. That's well, his name's longer than that, but on Facebook it's just Kale. Kale, K-A-L-E. Anyway.
Like the Super Saiyan girl? Legendary
yes.
Super Saiyan? Okay.
He got me the Black Series Home Wars Anakin Obi-Wan and Echo. So that was cool. And then I actually picked up another Obi-Wan and Echo, so I've got a couple spares I'll do something with. Let's see, what else? Got a couple He-Mans, got Manny Faces and Scare Glow. That's pretty all right. I got some,
noise.
got some 3D printed accessories, like some classic accessories. They didn't come with these figures.
Nice.
From Belgium, from the Kingdom of Belgium.
Nice. Smart. That's good haul. Good haul right there. Justin, what'd you get this week?
I got a couple things. I got.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I got the X Transbots Fuzz. They're Streetwise, and I love his alt mode. I like his robot mode, but there's some stuff on there that I'm like, oh, this is kind of old school X Transbots. Like some of it, I'm like, why did you put it on such a tiny little ball joint and stuff like that? And like, I've got some concerns that it may or may not hold up. You know.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll see. And his like waist, I don't know, like waist swivel, I guess you would call it. I don't know. It's really bad. It just like if you kind of hold him up, he will swivel forward at the ab crunch, and that's kind of ridiculous. But whatever. We'll see. We'll see if it holds up. But I really like the vehicle mode a lot, and I think the robot mode's good. So we'll see.
Got flashing lights.
And it's got flashing lights, and that
Got
really,
flashing lights.
I love it. So, but the thing is like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, this is definitely old X Transbots and not necessarily new X Transbots when I look at it. I got the Transformers, whatever their line is. I guess it's Kingdom Huffer, and he's fine. He's a fun little figure, I guess. I got the New Age Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, and consequently,
Nice.
I had watched Bobby's review on it like right after I got them, and was like, "What is he talking about?" He's like, "I don't know. They don't scale with whatever." I'm like, "Have you held a New Age car? Like they most definitely scale to the robot modes of the New Age car bots. You know, like I don't know. So I'm not sure what's going on there."
That should be our next T-shirt.
It should be.
The head, the skull, like the outline, like, you know, like just the head. You could print it so you can tell what it was. Like
What you talking about, Bobby?
And there's like, what you talking about, Bobby?
Definitely. So I got that. I had it and then I canceled it. Then I got it again. The MMC Stellaris Promenon. Whatever it is. The Optimus
Star Convoy.
from Star Convoy. That's the name of it. I don't know how I feel about it. There's things I like and there's things I don't like. I can't believe they made you do the leg, like, securing parts, you know, afterwards. I'm like, huh. Like that feel like that's something that someone in the factory should have noticed. That's not just like something failed. That's like, oops, this doesn't work, but we're not going to go ahead and retool it. We're just going to print these pieces.
Oh, well, Americans think they're so smart, they could fix themselves.
Exactly. And it was not the easiest thing to do. But yeah, so what do you think about it, Oscar? Because you got him at some point too, right? Like
it's not my turn yet, young man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't remember if you had said you got him last week or not. So
I
we'll
did.
talk about him on your turn. And the last thing I got was the Transformers Red RC, which I had never seen the Red series here where I live. So I picked her up, and she's cool. I just think she's probably too big to go with an actual Transformers Prime collection.
Yeah,
it's fine. And the materials are kind of not as nice as I kind of thought they would be. Like, I mean, I guess I don't know what I really had 100% thought I was going to get for the price point. But what I got was kind of not what I expected, you know? So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw those.
I saw pictures of Bumblebee, and I'm like, what are they even doing with the red line? Like, that
I don't know,
does
man.
not
He
scale
looks
at all with any of it.
Fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, like, he may look good, but he 100% doesn't scale. So what are you doing? What's the point of the red line? Like, they don't scale and they don't transform. Good job, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. But
I finally saw those in store along with a couple other things like the Studio Series Hot Rod and like some other figure that people have been looking for. The Beast Wars Megatron. I finally saw one of those in person too, and Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't. I almost ordered the RC online. I'm kind of glad I didn't because I could tell I would have been disappointed.
Yeah, and it's really weird because like on the back of the box they show like wrist blades on her, and the wrist blades are like made like have this like purple like effect that you can clip onto them to make them look like she's
Like
slashing
they're
through the air,
slicing.
and then you get them and then they're just like cast in the same gray plastic. I'm like, really? But you did use that purple for this big stupid, chunk of cube that you put in here that, I don't know. So, I mean, of all of them that I got, I think of all of them I could have got, I think I'm glad I got RC, but she's not very good. So.
Okay.
That's all.
You can
Oscar,
get
what did you
MP version 2 Starscream.
Where did Robert go? Yeah, did Robert?
I'm right here, just being overlooked.
Yeah. Sorry, Robert. What did you get before we go on to the host?
Oh
with
well,
the most?
he got overlooked because he was busy recording 4 dummies at the same time he's doing this with us.
You asked a
True.
question. What did you?
Yeah, did you get MP version 2 Starscream, Justin?
No.
Oh, because Bobby
Wow.
didn't like it.
How long
No,
have you
because-
hated America?
Because I'm fine with the Make Toys one. So that's all I care about.
I got mine. I forgot to mention it. Not because the figure sucks, just because I'm stoned. So
You said it last show.
no, I didn't. I just got
Yeah,
it.
you did actually, because you were scared of the nose cone thing, and I
Don't
understand where you're coming
ever,
from with that.
don't ever offer Greg chips and dip at a party. Just make sure they're little chips so we can't double dip.
Did we? No, hold on. Did we miss a day? Has it really been that long?
Yeah,
Oh,
You got Starscream last time.
you were the first one of us that got him.
oh, that's crazy. I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. I apologize. Fucking the last one.
Sexually crazy.
Fuck.
Fuck. Fucking fuck. Fick.
How is that possible?
You take your penis and
In a vagina or butthole.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
don't assume it. Oscar, don't assume his preference. Jesus.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess I could have gotten it. I thought I got it like properly in July.
Doc.
I guess not.
So, Robert, what'd you get this week?
Ironically, well, I got accidentally an extra fucking New Age Shockwave. I thought I had ordered the shiny one, and I got another normie. I'm
I'll
annoyed.
take it.
Okay.
Yay! I got a
Yeah.
shockwave.
And I got the Starscream, and I haven't had a moment to myself to transform him. Not a fucking minute. And I got him right after we recorded the last show. It's just sitting here in jet mode.
Nice.
I think it's nice. I mean,
And I know I got to cut you off here because I want to shout out a reviewer by the name of I think it's TF Man.
T-Man.
TF Man. He's a reviewer who did his review of Starscream version 2, and I commented. I didn't think he'd reply back because I was like, "Hey, how stiff is that nose cone since the transformation?" And he just replied back with, "It still is." I was like, "Oh shit." We had a nice back and forth. A very, very, very nice individual.
Yeah, that's Sonny. That's Sonny Jacob.
that's
a
Sony
nice guy.
Jacob.
The TMF reviews.
Yeah, the chill review. He did a chill review on the Starscream.
Oh,
No,
that's T-Man.
T-Man. There's a TF man and a T-man and a T-bag man.
No, there's a TFM. There's a TF Man, and then there's Mega TF Man.
And then there's T-man. I know there's a bunch of T's for some reason.
Then there's Mr. T.
It used to all be Optimus versions, and now it's all T version. It used to be everybody's like fuck the bottomus, up your bottomus, Rick the bottomus. You know, everybody's a Prime, and now everybody's a T-man something.
Oh, people
Everybody's-
are like crazy shit, like grab the Sunshinimus Prime or something like stupid. Yeah.
Little Miss Sunshine and Miss Prime.
Yes.
Little Miss T Bagamus Prime. I mean, it's really getting it's crazy. But I mean,
Yeah.
look, I mean, the only issue I have and I ever had with this is just the price, right? It's so much money, but anything is a lot of like $250 that I spent. It's whatever. You're paying $250. I can't imagine buying anything for that much money and not feeling like, oh God, what did I just do? When it's just a toy. I can't imagine picking up any toy that's not a combinder, you know, because at least I can justify it by the size. But something this size, like, wow, 250. But I can't see any of the Dinobots when I first got them for $1.99. That was still $200. I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of money to spend on a fucking toy. That's the only kind of feeling I get negative about it. But look, I haven't transformed them, but I like the aesthetic, and I've seen the toy on screen, and I like how it looks. I mean, the only issue I can see is people say there are build issues, and that sucks if it's inconsistent, because I feel like that's the one thing you can depend on, or you should be able to depend on. We used to be able to depend on with Takara was build standards, consistency. You expect inconsistency with third party and super inconsistency with KOs. But that's, I think, is really a bedrock thing for something to be considered top notch. It has to be consistent in its build quality. You can argue aesthetics all day long. You can argue ease of transformation or enjoyment of a character or figure. But if the materials are weak, if the hardware is not there, if the joints suck, if it's not built consistently, you've got a real foundational issue with your product. But I don't know. I haven't transformed mine yet. But I pray mine doesn't have issues. Even if mine doesn't, enough people have had issues that I don't know what to say about that. That's kind of fucked up. And I'm in. I didn't buy all the MP11 molds. I just got Thundercracker when he came out at Toys R Us. I have the Walmart Skywarp. I have the which Starscream is it that it's the original one with the hip skirts, and it has the smoke on it and stuff, like the blast paint, whichever one that was, and I got the MP11 Thundercracker. I never got any more. I passed on all the MP11 remolds when they came out with the Takara Tomy Mall exclusives for $200, and then Make Toys. I was playing a long game, waiting for this. I knew this was going to come. So no matter what, I know I didn't spend that much, even though it's $250 a toy. I mean, if I spent $200 on the Takara Tomy Mall exclusives, and then I spent the money on the Make Toys, I can understand if I got this, I'd feel even sicker.
Yep.
At least, I waited.
The thing about, you said a lot of people, you said there are a bunch that had issues though, but this is something too, and it happens every time. Like how many have issues?
It's the vocal people, right? Exactly.
Well, yeah, there's people like how many were made, and then how many have issues? How many people are reporting something they saw somewhere else?
How are your feet? Are they loose?
It's like a TFW thread. I think about. I go back to reference it, and it was for some figure, and it ended up not being an issue at all. And everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is going to happen," because like the very first person got it, and it happened to him, and. Something with I think it was something with the Megatron, and I'm scrolling and people keep referencing this thread on TFW on Facebook, and then I scroll through the thread on TFW and they keep referencing Facebook, and I start looking at the pictures. People are referencing the threads multiple times, sharing the same pictures, and so this whole fucking multiple page
echo chamber.
It's just an echo chamber of people not looking before them, just on a bigger scale than a typical Facebook post.
Let me ask you, how are your Starscream ankles, feet, whatever?
Mine are fine. You tab it in. See, there's a tab, and I haven't really watched anything. Like, I was looking at mine, trying to figure out some of the issues, but I've been really busy. Like, I don't even, I can't, I didn't realize it's been 2 weeks since I got it. So, if that tells you anything. But, there's a tab that people could be missing. I don't know, because I'm not having these crazy issues. I did put a little drop of that Kiki stuff on there just to tighten up a pen. I did that anyway. I've been doing that kind of, like I took this prime or this white prime and I put just a little bit on the hips. Like, it's all right now, but like after I work it a little bit, it may loosen up. So let's go ahead and put it on there now, and we'll be covered. So I really don't know how mine was. I don't have anything broken, and everything tabs together. I just think like people saying the wings aren't all pegging together, or they're not able to get like the shoulder things right. It's just because there's like these really, like, you have to get these double hinges and stuff like just right, and everything like locks in and tabs in really well. But if you get anything wrong, you either can't get it to have dim or it doesn't hold worth shit because it's like being pulled from a completely different direction than it needs to be. But again, people call me an apologist for it. Like, well, I mean, they just will because they know I like it. So I honestly don't know how legitimate. I just know I've been seeing a lot of the same.
Well, that's the new thing now. Hate what's new, right? If a lot of people like it, you got to be the guy who sits there and says, "Oh, that's absolute fucking garbage." Quote Eric Bischoff: "Controversy creates cash, dude. Or attention in the world of Facebook." You're that guy who says, "Well, this mold is fucking imperfection. It's garbage. That's why I didn't pick it up." Blah 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 blah. So it's just people being fucking babies, man.
Well, you know what else I got?
What?
I got that Jazz pre-order in 5 minutes ago. You guys saw that, right?
Nope.
Just kidding. But your heart skipped a beat.
Yep.
I had no clue what you were talking about. I already have an MP Jazz.
Fucking
I already
Fans
have an
Toys.
MP Jazz. It's called Maki Toys. Okay.
Doesn't matter. Still getting Fanstoys.
Garbage. It's fucking trash, bro. Fucking trash.
What was the latest release where people are saying like pass? It wasn't Cliffjumper. It was what other figure? Just Soundwave. We're finally the whole reason we've had this like deluge of freaking pre-orders and the scrum going on, the runs on the bank. I really think for years what you had with Fanstoys is because they were expensive. Before Takara kind of popped everyone's cherry, Fanstoys was seen as expensive, right? And not everybody was in on them, but there were still a lot of people interested in them. But when you'd see a render and then you'd see initial photos of a figure, a vocal minority would be out putting it on blast saying how bad it looked. People were hating on a lot of the releases earlier on. So the pre-orders were slow. And then once the figures would actually release and then better photos would be shown, because we know that Fanstoys is typically mistransformed out of the box. So those were some of the initial photos we'd see would be mistransformations out of the box. So it looked funny. People would harp on that stuff. Even with Motormaster, you had that. That might be the last figure where we had that, where the renders and the early imaging showed like a white line around his chest, but then the figure came out and it was gray. And people were like, oh, it's a scam. It looks like shit. And then you didn't have this rush of pre-orders. But then when the figure came out and people were like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. Then you had the pre-orders sell out over like a 2-week period. It was like a momentum grew, but you had a window. Now people have caught up. The nerds have finally learned, and they know to snag whatever you can as soon as a pre-order comes up because it will be good. I think that's what's going on. I mean, because retailers across the board are still getting stock, but people are rushing because of the secondary market too. People aren't just buying one. It used to be I got doubles. People are fucking buying like many, many, many copies for the sole purpose of reselling. And now you're seeing that limited. Now with the purchase limit, more people are able to secure pre-orders. But still, it's really fucking weird how the stress being caused, how, Fanstoys will tease an image and now there's a clock ticking in the back of your head. It's just like fucking playing Candy Crush and there's a bomb.
It was just, it was like such an odd hour to post that pre-order though.
Because they're overseas. It's the middle of the day for them.
You know what I mean? It's like I was asleep. And thank you again, Greg. But I mean, still, it's like, anyway.
They've done perceptive.
I'm irritated because like I 100% know that I had the Blitzwing pre-ordered. Because I remember Greg and I having conversations like, oh, supposedly it's being shipped, blah, 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 and then like it never came out. And then my pre-order got dropped and then they're like, here's a new one and it's sold out. I'm like, what the hell? Like so,
Blitzwing?
Yeah. Yeah. If you look at the Fanstoys Blitzwing on pretty much most places don't have it anymore. But Chosen Prime, I had a pre-order in, and then it's gone, and now you can't reorder it. So
there's no. That's the thing. Fanstoys has not released the new version of its Blitzwing. So any pre-order you see for a Blitzwing at this point is fake. They don't have any numbers secured. You know,
yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I think I was muted. Whatever.
You'll see Fanstoys will tease like, oh, this is coming out, and then your retailers either say in stock now or tomorrow 10 a.m. this is coming off a pre-order, and then they might as well just type tomorrow at 10 a.m. our site's crashing. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, when I got that pre-order in for Tesla 2.0 and the Soars, the one for you, Robert, and one for me, just to have a backup. I tried for like a good hour and a half before it finally like went through. Like, yes, I got it.
It's stressful.
Okay. Well, what else did you get there, Robert?
That's it. The bullshit Shockwave and the Starscream, and I got a shipment notice for my Flame Toys Victory Leo.
Oh, neat.
I don't know. I'm
Very
not excited
neat.
about them anymore. I don't know why. Hopefully this rekindles it. But that what do you call it? What figure was that? The Arkham Knight. You know, just it was expensive for what you get. Kind of, you know, took some wind out of the sails in terms of my excitement for Flame Toys. So hopefully this rekindles it.
Did you care about Arkham Knight?
No.
Yeah, see. I mean, I would think that would have something to do with it too. I mean, you put that money on something that you didn't care about because of the company.
Yeah, that's it. What did you get, Oscar?
I got my version 2 MP Starscream. I have an issue with his ankles also. He likes to lean forward. I gotta balance him and then gently move my hands away. So I don't know what's going on there. That's the only issue I got with him. No, nothing broke off. The nose cone was nerve-wracking to transform. It's so damn tight. Transformation was very, very fun. So that was a good purchase. I also got Stellaris Priminon.
Yes. What do you think about him?
He's not that. He feels really hollow.
He does. And the plastic does not feel like the greatest of plastics.
No, it doesn't. He is deceptively light. I didn't do his the leg fix that they came with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the biggest prime in my little prime shelf.
Mm-hmm.
But it's. I mean, I think it's nice. I think he looks very imposing. But then the moment I grab him, it's kind of a letdown. And it's like, oh, now I know why you were $120 being as big as you are. So I don't know if this was their experiment to, you know, maybe cut a few corners. Might be the main process. I don't fucking know. I don't work for MMC. I don't claim to ever have done so. Lenny did, but that's about it. But
you got on the job, you fucking liar.
Oh yeah, all right,
you were
I
dealing
did.
with their warehousing. Why are you lying to everyone?
Yeah, me and Tim from MMC. Yeah.
See, he knows his name, Justin. I told you. Timmy.
Timmy.
One thing that's weird about him too is like on his legs he's got like panels that are completely not effective at doing anything. You know, like what's the point of those panels? Like they open up like they intended to have a base mode and then they were like, "No, we're not going to do that." And then as a result, you know, after they decided they weren't going to go ahead and do that, they just left it in there, which doesn't make sense because it totally looks like the foot should like fold into the leg or something. And yeah, it's weird. It's a weird toy.
Yeah, I mean, his alt mode is ugly as sin.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the alt mode so much, but then like there's that disconnection between the cab of the truck and the trailer. And I'm like where it looks like, you know, like it's red and then it's a breakup and then it's red again. You know, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why did we do that? You know, like that doesn't seem to make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, robot mode is real impressive. I mean, very Ocular Max, very Studio Ox inspired design. It's okay. I don't think I overpaid for them.
Mm-hmm.
The price.
Knowing what you know now, would you buy it again?
No,
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
I'd pass.
I think the right option was to have canceled it like I had done at one point in time. So
It's so weird because, like, I got Optimus Pexis, the super bendy prime they made. And he's fantastic. He's hefty. He's solid. The alt mode isn't awful. And then I get this thing, and I'm expecting the very same thing. And it's like, fuck, are his hands hollow? Like, are you serious with this shit? So, oh man, I don't know. It's a regrettable purchase. That's for
disappointing. Sure. Very disappointing.
Yeah. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it sucks because that was the one I was like, I'm not going to ship anything until he drops. When he drops, I'll ship everything. And then he dropped, and I'm like, all right. And then Peace Tire Screen came up on stock. I was like, all right, I'll pick them up too. Fuck it. And then I shipped them both.
Because I got that confused with Optus Pexis.
Optus Pexis is the smaller one that scales with their IDW Megatron.
Right.
This one's bigger.
It's the same figure, though?
No, it's not.
Star Convoy.
This is Star Convoy.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, I saw those images. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. So it's...
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. I definitely don't think I would buy him again, given the opportunity. It's disappointing. It's not what I had expected that I was going to end up getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then on the Hasbro side of things, I picked up another Decius, Netflix Black Deco Ironhide. So I got 2 of them now, that's enough.
Why?
Because they're nice. I love the paint apps on them. I just do. I think it works well. It's very Diaclone-esque, like homage to Ironhide.
Right. Does it give you those voodoo vibes? Remember voodoo? Remember the voodoo one that we got at North Carolina? Is it North Carolina?
Fuck you.
Everybody was sitting around trying to transform that fucking thing.
Fucking yank those legs out like you do in the instructions, and everything comes out in one shot. Fucking piece of shit.
You rip his spine out.
Committed Mortal Kombat fatalities on it.
You yank the legs out, and there's like a flag attached to where his spine should be, and it says, "Nah, you're Megatron now."
Nah, Terror. But I picked up another
toy. Much love, Terror.
I picked up another deep cover Sideswipe because the box was damaged, so Walmart had them on sale for like $12. So I'm like, why not? So I picked him up, and then yesterday I took my nephew Sebastian to his first Toy Expo in Tampa.
Oh wow!
I picked up Kingdom Galvatron. Now, the guy had a slag, but according to Gary Allen from the Realm, he wanted like $100-something for it. Someone bought it. He had a Galvatron, so I'm like, how much do you want? He's like, well, 180. I'm like, he
180.
He wanted $80.
Oh, 80.
So I like kind of grished. I was like, I'm not comfortable with that, man. I'll do 60. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go with 80. And we kept going back and forth, and we agreed finally on 70. So I paid $20 over retail. It's fine. Comparing him to Titan's Return Galvatron, which was a big, ugly, hollow mess, this figure isn't that bad. Like, mine does need the shoulder fix, which I'm not sure I need to do. Just basically, rotate the arms up and then bring it down, and that's it. And the shoulder adjustment issue is no longer an issue to me anyway. So yeah, I picked him up. My nephew picked up a bunch of pops. He did, however, pick up this like Mandalorian Target exclusive pop, which is like the gold foil painted. And so like my sister buys it for him. We go walking around checking out every other table, and because they're looking for like a Sonic the Hedgehog pop for my other nephew Alejandro, who loves Sonic. He's in this Sonic the Hedgehog phase, which is great. And one guy's like, yeah, hey, I see you got a Mandalorian. You got the Target exclusive? He's like, no, man, a guy on the other side of the convention has it. And he's like, no, I sold it to some kid. And he's like, oh, no, I don't, man. Sorry. Meanwhile, the guy's like, yo, we should try to find that kid and just like talk to him, and see if like he'll sell it to us. And I'm just like, I'm looking at my nephew. He's like, what? I'm like, just don't talk about what you got right now, buddy. And the guy's like, yeah, man, because I really wanted that Mandalorian Target exclusive. And then my nephew's like, I got it. And I'm like, he doesn't have it. He's just fibbing. He's a big Sonic nerd. It's. I'm like, let's go, bud. Let's go. Oh my god. So, yeah, it was a good experience. You know, I picked up Galvatron, and more importantly, I got to hang out with my nephew the entire day, and which was great. So that's all I got. No new legends, no new nothing. That's all I got.
I got one more thing. I just remembered. I got the Fans Hobby Nightbeat, and he's nice.
Oh,
I like him.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Solve mysteries and murders.
Yeah. He's better than like the Athena and the Windblade. Like the panels actually work on the legs and stuff. So I'm happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's the little truck guy that's coming out next?
Hosehead?
Hosehead.
Is he out already or no?
No, I think Go Shooter's next, and then Hosehead.
Hosehead looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right on. All right, so we'll go on to news now. Oh my God, it is 10 o'clock already. I am.
I'm gonna make this a quick one.
Oh, but we got Rissino question.
We'll look at one of them. We're not gonna do all of them.
Oh, Rissino.
Okay. Fanstoys Cliffjumper.
Looks good.
Also known as Parkour.
Parkour.
It looks very good. I want to pre-order him. He looks really good.
You better keep a VR headset on your head at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I missed that fucking pre-order.
What you got to do?
Yeah,
you got to have configure a VR headset with your phone over one of your eyes and the other eye open so you can live your life.
I just need to have come up with a computer script that as soon as something Fanstoys goes up, it just auto pre-orders it, and I can go ahead and cancel the pre-order later if I didn't want it. That's
this
this
thing.
I mean,
right?
I thought the best pseudo MP Cliffjumper in the market was MMC's Hellion.
Right.
But then I'm looking at this and I'm just like, this looks fun.
Oh yeah.
This little dude is fucking wicked.
Yep.
And I like their mini bot transformations are doable.
Mm-hmm.
This thing looks clean, and this thing
Especially
is clean.
that backpack.
Look at those feet. Doesn't look like he's in a cartoon and a steamroller ran over his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
It looks solid for a little guy.
Yeah, I dig this. I think it looks great. It looks, it does this perfect line between the penny racer toy and the real car for me. It's still not the real car, and that's fine. I don't mind that aesthetic liberty being taken here. And it cleans up so nice looking. The back doesn't have this huge ridiculous looking backpack. You can tell he does have one, but it's not one that sticks off. It's not the whole the whole back of the car that flips back up upon itself like the X-Transbots, is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Or the feet,
Yeah, feet look good.
I mean, look, if he was too car accurate, then it would be okay, well, that's not how he was represented at all in the toy or the cartoon. And then if he's too much tune and too much penny racer, then you're okay, it's a little too kiddish.
Yeah, and
I think
honestly,
this is a nice
I'm
middle ground.
going to keep my X-Transbots one, and there's my real car representation. Yes, it's a little bit small amongst the MPs, but at least it represents the actual real car. And then I have this one that should look good either in both modes. So doesn't need to be perfect, but I like it.
This is good. This is a good thing, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I want to address something from last week's episode. Lesser Z said, so haven't watched in a while. Well, in this case, I suppose listened. So your show is now just talking on a video platform. You guys are describing things with no pictures. Not sure if I want to tune back in again.
All right.
When's the last time you fucking tuned in? 3 years ago, dickhead?
Yeah. See you. Sorry to see you go. Don't let the door
Sorry
hit
to
down
see
the
you
way
go,
out.
but I'll put it to you this way, champ. A lot of podcasts work like this on YouTube. A lot of fucking podcasts, bigger podcasts than us, have a still image as they just talk about random things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number one. Number two, we supply links in the notes for you to click on what we're talking about. If you went that extra mile to go ahead and hit that little down arrow, you would have seen the links with all the stuff that we're talking about in the episode. But clearly that's above your fucking pay grade, idiot.
I need you to show me.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
call
I used
you
to
an
do
idiot.
it, and
I'm
I
sorry. It's been
liked
a
doing it, but
14-hour
it's a
day.
lot of extra work. So, to me, it's not worth it.
Stop. I apologize for calling you an idiot. It's been a long 14-hour day. But the fact is, Justin edits our show. He's been doing our show for years now. Okay, and if this is the best way he could do to streamline the podcast so we can maintain something of a great schedule for our listeners that don't complain. Listeners, sorry, our one listener, that being my mom, not complain about there not being photos on there, then so be it. But it's a small price to pay. But a lot of podcasts on YouTube do this.
Yeah.
Some of them just show video, like Enter the Realm will show video of everyone doing the show, and that's fine. That's their thing. But a lot of other podcasts freaking just use a still image. So don't play yourself, man. Come on now. If you're gone, you're gone. Sorry to see you go. Or hit you.
And honestly,
catch me at TFCon.
Catch me at TFCon. Just
How
don't
about
talk
that?
about my Target exclusive. You know, if you go back to the episodes where Justin did like painstakingly like mark and put in the images of what we're talking about, you'd realize that we're jumping around anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I can't imagine having to insert photos for everything we're talking about, bouncing back and forth. It's absurd. You know? Shut the fuck up. Grab your popcorn. If you care, you probably saw this shit already. If you are online and looking at stuff, you know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or click the link and take a look-see. That's it.
Yeah, it's
He's
one of the
not
things,
even
like,
listening anyway.
The juice wasn't worth the squeeze, as Bobby likes to say. You know, yeah.
Here we go, dropping Bobby again. Forget that guy.
Well, it was one of those things. It's like, you know, it was taking just way too long to get it done any given time. And sorry, you know, I like doing it too, but I also like to, you know, have a life outside of editing a podcast and getting all the pictures and making sure it's right. And then, you know, yeah.
So let me just say one more thing, Lesser Z. Your last video was 5 years ago for a Transformers Metroplex Knees video. Was it fun editing that? Can you do that for over an hour straight in some cases, almost 2 hours in most cases, and try to maintain some sort of cohesion with that? No, you just got to hold the camera to Metroplex's knees for 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, I still go back. I still try to edit out any like super weird pauses, things like that. So, sorry if that's not good enough. But when I add more than a still image, it takes a lot longer for it to process on a Thursday night. And yeah, I've got a life. So.
And I do the editing too. The 6 times out of the year, Justin can't do it. You know, the shit isn't fucking easy. You have to dedicate some straight up time. I have to get up at like 3 a.m. to start working on a freaking MP3 file so I could get it ready by Friday. Or like the last time I edited, it populated on a Saturday.
It used to be better too, because Podbean used to, like, I could actually edit it as an M4A with the pictures, and then Podbean would turn it into a podcast that would go on YouTube and the pictures would come over. They don't do that anymore. So if Podbean makes a YouTube video of it, it's usually just a generic logo now, and you also have an extra step of me going online, downloading it from there whenever they get finished processing it, which is, you know, hours after it's uploaded, and to download that link. So it's quicker if I just go ahead and do it with no extra pictures, and then it saves everybody time and hassle. So sorry. Sure. Links are in the description. If you can't do that, then sorry. See you later.
Jerk. I know you watch Pornhub too. Don't even play yourself. Anyway. Greg, where are you? Did you mute your microphone?
He disappeared.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I've been here.
Okay. Well, you've been very quiet, so I just wonder what are your thoughts on Fanstoys parkour?
Looks good. I'll get it. The feet do the same thing that all the other feet do. It just looks different in the render, but we'll see.
Okay.
Greg.
Sure.
Or Greg. I can't imagine being Greg. Greg has this bad Fanstoys luck. Like, he keeps getting bum copies. He does.
What does that have to do with the design? I mean,
because you're gonna get a bum. You're gonna get bum feet. I know it.
The panel folds around, and then a panel comes down and locks it together into a foot, and it's gonna be hollow, or it'll have a joint there, or whatever. And it's not that much different than the other ones.
Air the hater.
That regard. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes me a hater. At least I hope I'll have to put the tires on it.
What's your favorite flavor of Haterade?
Saltiness
or
Blueberry. Blueberry.
Or blueberry.
I actually have some. I actually have something for you after the show. I can't tell you on the show, but I tell you after the show.
Oh.
About your precious Magic Square.
Oh no.
I'm drumming up false drama, or false not drama, but false interest. Clickbaiting this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So people
clickbaiting me.
I'm gonna put an arrow on the logo somewhere, just to point to the video as if we're showing something off, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
How about can you just loop that video I sent you?
No, you know what I'm
With
gonna
your
do this
face?
week? I'm gonna upload it as a fucking blank screen. It's just gonna be black. It's not even gonna be a logo.
Just upload one of the images of Oscar. Maybe with
Okay, I
the
can do
mullet.
that.
The one with the mullet. The
Okay.
whole episode is just Oscar with the mullet.
Okay,
Do it.
we'll do it.
Make me proud.
I'm always making you proud, Oscar.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you are.
everybody's getting this, right? Even Greg's getting this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Robert
jumped back. What a
So what's
dick.
next?
Up next is. This page loads. Ah, there it is. Totally not Fanstoys Acoustic Wave. We just talked about this sexy little.
Mm-hmm.
Taste that?
It's a good looking sound wave.
It's
People-
delicious.
I feel like one of the biggest complaints about this is the shade of white. And I can
Oh,
just see
God.
them. It's not actually going to be that shade. Just like Motormaster.
This thing must really work hard on. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
I was gonna say I pre-ordered this like 9 years ago when they first showed the images, and I thought it was Fanstoys 2. But anyway, yeah, like this is completely different than what they showed. Like, what kind of and what happened to all my pre-orders? Like, what kind of nonsense is this?
You pre-ordered a different figure.
But why? Show Xeon, there's the price.
Shows he's an interesting place.
Yeah, they are.
It's like a different realm with different rules. It's like a different dimension.
Realm.
With different collectors.
It's really weird. Shozy is odd. I had forgotten I had gotten a Zeta Unicron from them, and I remember I think I got it in the beginning from them, and then there was no pre-order acknowledgement, nothing. I totally forgot, and then when I think I got it from Chosen Prime or something, or Tony somewhere, like a year later, and then it shipped, and then like 8 months later, fucking Shozy sent me fucking Zeta Unicron. I was like, what?
Let me ask you this before we
And
talk
it's like
about
you
this.
get the shipping notice, and then someone knocks on your door.
Oh, that happened to me today with this Ultra Magnus. I was tracked it like 20 minutes prior, and like it still wasn't showing as like registered. And then all of a sudden, I got a AliExpress notification that my status had changed to delivered. I'm like, what?
You open your refrigerator and it's in there. No, it's like you get like a shipping, you get the tracking number, and you're like, oh, let me click it just to check. And you know it's just going to say label created. And, it says label created. And then you hear, delivery! Open fridge. What were you saying, Justin?
I had a question about
Open cookie
this
jar.
page here. Why, when you go to TFW, they're like, order it from our affiliate sponsors or sponsor links, and then they have like some names in bold, and some are just like it's like Big Bad Toy Store, Robot Kingdom, The Chosen Prime, Toy Dojo,
JoJo. He's just throwing up.
Like,
Probably,
what's
yeah.
with the,
I mean,
what's with
I
the
can imagine.
some bolding on some of their sponsors and not on others? But did one of them pay $3 and
like-
one only paid $2? What's going on?
Exactly. It's like when the Shriners or the Little League team hit you up to buy an ad and they're totally legitimate publication.
Mm-hmm.
And like the final level to get them off the phone is like $50 or $89 or something, $89.99. That's what it was back when I used to do that shit.
For
It was
$100, we'll bold your company. Okay.
I can't remember if it was 89 or 49 was the lowest one. One, you got one line of text with it. I think that was the 89, and you get your name on a random page, like in the very back of the thing that one was going to read anyway. And they called that valuable advertising. So I think that's probably what's going on here.
Yeah,
Hey, still do that today. It's called Kickstarters.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Well, you
Does anybody have a problem with them releasing Red Frenzy with the figure, and then you have to buy Blue Rumble or Red Rumble? I mean, Blue Frenzy with the 3-pack. Does anybody have a problem with that?
No, because I think you're gonna get that 3-pack anyway. Like I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like that you're gonna get it. I actually like that they're doing that versus just the laser beak in there. So I don't know. Doesn't bother me.
I'm just
like
away. Go ahead, Greg.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if you're, it's like what Justin said. Like, at first I was a little bummed, but then like, you're gonna get the other tapes anyway, and if you're not, because I almost wasn't, and this also kind of bummed me out. I was like, well, shit, I gotta get them now, but I was just gonna keep MMC. But then I'm thinking, like, if you're inclined to even want one tape be in scale, then why is it an issue? Like, you're gonna get these anyway. And then I thought, like, if you just want one tape to mess around with the gimmick, like, well, just give me laser beak so I can put it in his chest. Well, why the fuck is there an eye ears?
So why didn't they make it Buzzsaw?
That would be traditional toy.
And then make it a 4-pack and then charge extra.
What they could have done was they could have given you Buzzsaw and the laser beak. And then, they didn't do that in America. They didn't do that in Japan either. And then you could put the Takara, you could put the red eyes on and put the laser beak in his chest, and then put the yellow eyes with the toy version, and put Buzzsaw in there.
I mean, because they could have, one option could have been a separate pack of Buzzsaw with the toy parts, but he comes at Rat Bat. So if you really want a Rat Bat, you got to buy Buzzsaw and the toy parts.
Mm-hmm. I just hope to see them do some of the other tapes. I think that'd be cool.
Like what?
So, I want to see someone do a Squawk Talk in Beast Box. I think someone could do a good one there. Cool. Slugfest, Overkill. I'd like to see those.
Well,
why not make it happen?
Well, right now, right? So you got one Laserbeak comes at Soundwave. Then you got Frenzy Rumble and Ravage are sold individually in one pack. Mm-hmm. Buzzsaw and Rat Bat are left out in the field. But they'd sell a 2-pack?
Rat Bat and Overkill. Slugfest.
Overkill.
Beatbox.
Right.
Beast Box and Squawk Talk.
Makes you think they're going to do that. Because why would they just sell Buzzsaw and Rat Bat?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's another 3-pack coming.
Maybe.
Which is weird. I mean, who knows? Anyway,
everybody's
getting this.
What about Dial and Zower and all those other ones?
Yeah, I want them too.
And
why
Ninjor.
not? Nobody's made a modern representation of them. Why not? Make it happen.
Think about Rosanna. Let's just get way...
Mm-hmm.
Like, that doesn't even have anything really to do with something like that. No.
Mm-hmm.
One of those.
I really do like the gimmick that you can swap them out to make them look like the G1 toy. I really do appreciate that, but... I mean, I love my Takara Hasbro Masterpiece Soundwave I got years and years and years ago. Yeah. So, I won't be doing that head swap, but still, I think it's a really neat option to have.
But it looks badass. Like, even the toy, it really does look badass. Like Iron Man would say.
Yeah, I think it's a nice little thing that they've added to make it either one you want. Totally fine with that. I think
they do
cool.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the knee joints are interesting because on a toy version they're red. So I don't know about that's weird. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, that could just be something like flips up even or something. I don't know.
Yeah. This is pretty damn cool. He has an ab crunch. I wonder if he has much of a waist swivel because that backpack hangs down low.
Let's see. See if I can see it.
You see one image has a very slight waist swivel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all they show.
Yeah, they don't really show a good image of this side. Best one you can get is that one with him kind of crouched over. Yeah, it's a good question.
You know, and then the one where he's holding up Laserbeak and the 3 other tapes are on the floor, and he's like, it's like a 3/4 view. I think that's the full extent of his waist swivel, if you ask me.
You might be right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. You know,
it's still good to me.
Never
Fuck
done
you.
anything dynamic. You know, but I mean, it looks great. I just have a funny feeling that the white is actually going to change color. I don't think it's going to be that white. I think we saw that on a very small scale with Motormaster where it was this color around his chest and turned out to be a little darker. And people went up in arms.
We've seen that with a lot of Fanstoys stuff lately. Like Braun had that like circus car, you know, like the circus ride, like green paint on it, and he turned out different, and so I wouldn't be.
These are not final colors. And then you've got a lot of people. This pre-order lingered slightly longer than it should have. It did, just a breath longer, because of people's attachment to the MP, which is great. I love mine. Never going to get rid of mine. Because of the white, what I saw was people talking about the white and also their love for the MP original one. They were pass. And some people mentioned price. So that is like a lot of the original energy that caused initial delays in pre-orders, that gave you that elbow room to find it and buy it. And you had that with this. You had a little bit more space. It wasn't tremendous, but it was still, I noticed it. Nobody's sites were crashing to get this pre-order. You know? And I think this is going to be an amazing figure. Anyway, before Oscar hangs up the call, let's move on. He's already contemplating it. Get the fuck out of here, amazing.
Hey guys, next week, I'm not even going to include any pictures in the notes for you guys. We're just going to talk about things.
We just put random photos in there, right? Like a bear taking a shit in the woods.
I want to see a photo of a bear wiping his ass with a rabbit. That's what I want to see. Did everybody see Black Widow? Nope. Greg?
Not yet, no. Would like to.
Greg, unmute it. We don't care if you're chewing ice. You can just chew the ice.
Okay. No, I understand.
Oh, wow. The only one. I mean, I think I'm the only one who didn't really like it. You know what? I loved Loki. Anyway. Okay. What's the next one,
That was a good
Oscar?
episode.
I know what? There's like 5 women now. Plus the one on Loki, that's 6. Plus 7, 8. There's like 9 women on shows right now.
That's probably why it all sucks.
Fucking woke.
What's this mini?
I am out, Marvel, with his woke bullshit.
What is this mini Cliffjumper, and it links to a fucking Blitzwing?
Yeah, what's up with that? Mini 1984.
I'm sorry, that was me. That was my fault. Sorry. Just because I had copied the Cliffjumper note and then I reread Cliffjumper. It's Blitzwing. Mini 1984 toys. G1 Blitzwing. Dude looks back heavy as shit even if he's a Legends.
That second photo, he's like fucking bent-kneed and leaning forward. Like he's got his arms forward. There are no photos in like maybe the first one, but he's still knees are bent. I don't think this guy's gonna stand well. He's like leaning on his kibble.
Image 4, where they have his like hands on his waist. You know, it's like, yeah, but you've cropped out whatever you're doing to the feet to hold him up.
I'm gonna pass me, yeah.
Yeah. It looks okay. I don't love some of the joint decisions they made on him. I think the tank looks okay. The jet mode is probably better than the tank. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
You know the next war between New Age and Magic Square is going to be War of the Triple Changers. Who needs a placeholder?
Yeah.
This Mech Fanstoys is just fucking placeholders.
Yeah. I like that you can also see through his knees, and I like the decision that they have gone ahead and given him leg waffles. Like, come on. Like, he's already small enough. We don't need to add the waffles to make him worse. So.
Put the tank on his back!
Mm-hmm.
I love how there's wheels hanging off the top of his fists. You know?
Yeah, I know.
They look like pizza cutters. How will we cut this pizza? I got you guys. Every fucking attachment. Finally, my time has come to shine.
He punches you in the face. It's so fucking just demeaning. You punch in the face with a fucking skateboard wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
All right.
Does no damage. Just, I mean, you're like, ow. What the fuck?
It just fucking bounces off your face and spins. I like that face on his chest, though. That guy looks happy. Very excited.
All right, let's answer a listener question.
Yes. Let's answer a few. Come on.
No, dude. I am tired. We're going to do one, and we'll save the other ones for the next show.
Okay, skip down then. Let's ask us.
Which one are we doing here? Jared L. Monday Night Procrastinator asks, is this where you saw Third Party 5 years ago?
Prognosticator.
I can't read.
Is this
I can't
where you
edit.
saw?
I need to watch a podcast on YouTube with lots of pictures, and I'm not clicking on links because I'm not using NordVPN. If you use NordVPN, you get access Netflix from any country in the world and see their advanced libraries. Be sure to go to shadowcast.com/NordVPN to receive 2% off 3-year service. Okay, now that we got our sponsor out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So is this where you saw Third Party 5 years ago?
Yes and no. Legit answer, yes and no. I feel like, and I'll expand on it. I feel like I kind of thought that, we're getting to the end of like G1 characters people give a crap about. So people, like G1 MPs not coming out that often anymore. I think, things that do come out, a lot of times we see like really neat upgraded articulation. And then you get things like MMC. Stellaris per minion, and I'm like, oh, well, that's a basic of basic ass Transformers, that you've
sure is
done better things 5 years ago. So
the press on nails and all.
Mm-hmm.
I think what we're seeing with Third Party is very similar to what we're seeing with Takara. Like, no. Takara is revisiting. They're doing like 2.0s and 3.0s, but so is Fanstoys to some extent now. But I didn't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think thinking about where would you see Third Party in 5 years, I was scared because I thought in 5 years we'd be done with everything, and what are we going to do now? So we're kind of there, but now that you've got revisiting prior figures, modernizing them, it's kind of.
I mean, some companies are trying to reach out, see how they, with fan reactions like Planet X with their Grimlock based on the IDW comic. I think that's pretty brave of them. I recently saw a transformation video on it, and it looks like a great figure.
I would never have expected Legends to be what it is now. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. Never would have thought I'd see a combiner.
Do one more question.
Especially not in the scale of Menasor.
Do one more question.
Greg.
Yeah, I'm not the listener question. What's up?
Yeah. Is this where you saw third-party toys to be 5 years ago?
I never actually really thought about it. I never took that seriously. I always thought it was just a joke. So I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Okay. Well, we'll just move on to the next one. One more, Robert. That's it.
Okay.
It just feels like it's kind of routine at this point. But
this I agree with. When Fanstoys finally releases the last figure for their combiners, do you think the combiner parts will come with it or be sold separately? TJP Newshound.
That's a good question. I feel like it should come with it. I think that's the right way to do it. But like, I feel like if it doesn't come with it, it might be a situation where like, okay, how do we get these things to combine now?
We already got this news. That's why he's a news hound. We already know Fanstoys is releasing the combined parts at the final figure, and they're charging the same, if not more, than they did for Motormaster.
Yeah.
For just a Limbot.
Yeah, well, you know what's going to happen for me? I'm going to miss out on the pre-orders for both of them. And then I'm going to have a half or 3/4 Stunacon team, 3/4 Aerial Bot team. Where the fuck are the other Aerial Bots? But I'll have 3/4 of them eventually, you know, and then actually, no, I'll have 2/3 of them. Yeah.
You can join them all together.
Yeah.
I was
in
looking at
in the trash can.
I was looking at the metallic Zeta Superion reissue because it's got the updated chest piece, or like, you know, whatever the piece you can put on. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I could stand another one with the metallic paint and that piece. Like, these are super expensive. I could deal with getting another one of these because that's kind of what I had the Fanstoys for. But like, I don't see myself combining that one. Like, even if it comes along, like I don't know. I just don't know what to think right now. It's kind of throwing a wrench in my game. Make me not know which way I want to go on some future decisions. But
Oscar?
I'm not collecting any of those, so I mean, you know.
Still entitled to an opinion, my friend.
I'm collecting the Zeta Legends class aerial bot sets, if those ever get released.
They're beautiful. Those are gorgeous. I love it.
They look great. I'm jumping on it because it's an aerial bot set. It's not, you know, another Devastator. It's not, you know, another Menasor. I love my Menasor, don't get me wrong. And I'm sure New Age will fucking knock it out of the box with their Menasor. But I'm going with it because it's so out of right field. It's like, oh, we're doing Menasor. We're doing Menasor too. We're doing Devastator. We're doing Devastator too. And then Zeta's all like, fuck you. We'll do aerial bots.
They look so G1 toy. Like, physically. Just the size of them. I just love it. I'm excited.
So I pre-ordered them, and I'm waiting on them to get dropped, and I can't wait to have them. You know, and I'll probably keep them in leg mode till another time comes they get released to the other parts.
I think it's going to be a set. Watch.
That's going to break my heart.
It's Zeta. It'll be like $60 for the whole set.
It was
Why is it Fanstoys? Why is it Fanstoys has to hide in a dirty basement and Zeta is just like outright knocking off MP11 and they're just like fucking out there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're just gonna end up knocking off the actual the Hasbro Unicron at some point. Just use a different name.
They will.
Zetatron.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Zeta, it's Zetatron here. So it's not us.
Oscar's tired. Gotta go.
wait, doesn't the head on the Hasbro one come separately too, right? It's detachable. So just make an upgrade kit for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And a whole body with. Actually, I'm wondering if anybody's going to bother making an upgrade kit for it. Like, I'm wondering what kind of if we're going to ever see any of the big boys tackling any kind of upgrade kits for it. I mean, would the cost of like getting all that set up and ready to go be worth how many were sold? You know, like, and how many people would buy it? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that would be a viable decision for anybody. But anyway.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, well, in that case, we're going to go ahead and take this opportunity to sign off. You can check us out on Facebook.com/Shattercast, or look us up on just our Facebook, because that's where we're the most active. Be sure to check out our friends over at Enter the Realm. And for the sake of Primus... Oh, wow, I am fucking exhausted. I'm sorry. I'm going to try that again, Justin, okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm keeping it in, though. So.
He's keeping it in.
Fuck it.
Dick. And if you want to go ahead and check us out, you can check us out on Facebook.com/ShatteredCast. You could also check out our friends over at Enter the Realm on the Realm of Collectors. Those are good people. Eddie Dust Mites, my favorite DJ. If you hear me. And always, we want you to, for the sake of Primus, please collect responsibly, be good to yourselves and each other.
Respect collectively.